Rosie, that must feel pretty good after last week. What were your thoughts on the game tonight?
Yeah, no, it was. We had a bit to work on from last week. There was a lot of good things that we did do well, but right from the start of the week, I think you can ask James. We had a bit of stuff with our attack we wanted to tidy up, and they really did that well tonight, especially out of yardage. And I thought we just controlled the ball well, which then led to us being able to control the game through our kicking and Luke's kicking, and so it was just a good turnaround from last week, and it's there. We know it's there. Credit to the players; they worked really hard on it this week, and and they went out and executed.
Joseph Manu in the first half was pretty much had a hand in everything. What did you make of his performance after a bit of a slow start to the season for himself?
Yeah, well, Joey had a bit of a late start to the pre-season as well. Whilst he was training, he didn't get a lot of time on the field, which then transferred into, probably a bit of a slower start than he would have liked. But again, he's basically had the back end of his pre-season the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks, and you can just see that as he gets fitter and more game time, his performances continue to improve.
What does that do for his confidence?
A whole heap, I hope. So hopefully he can keep producing what he does. But a lot has to happen on the inside of him for him to do what he does. And James and those guys, our forwards, I thought they were good tonight as well.
Yeah.
Which then allows our more talented guys out on the edge to do what they do.
I think the only blight on your game was the kicks at goal. Is there any? James, do you want to weigh into that a little bit?
Yeah, I don't have the right tee, and then I don't know. Sammy, I haven't done any practice, so we'll just sort of relied on Sammy. But yeah, might need to start practicing. But I think Sammy's our man. He's been putting some work in. It'll come.
Yeah, how's his mentality? His career field goal percentage isn't as high as say other young halfbacks. What's his mental state like with behind the tee?
He's kicking goals.
Yeah, kicking goals.
He's only young. I mean, he's only really started it. We haven't probably had a dominant goal kicker last couple of years, so Sammy's been practicing. He's only going to get better, so there's no need to worry there.
Drawing ahead to next week, got Brisbane. What do you expect in that contest?
We'll recover tonight, see how the boys pull up, and then review. I think it's on Monday. We'll head down to Brisbane tomorrow, and then start preparing for those guys. So. They had a strong start to the season and probably dropped away a little bit by their standards. So it's it's another tough game for us. But like this week, we'll just concentrate on what we can control and what we need to improve and keep doing well, and see how we go.
You had 6 tries tonight, and you mentioned improvements just there. What do you think you need to improve on heading into next week?
Being consistent at doing those things week in and week out. We're getting there and we're on a path, which you would have heard Trent say, but we just need to keep the team healthy as possible, and get as many training sessions in as we can, and just continue to build.
James, do you think that's your best team performance of the year through 4 rounds?
I think against Manly was also good. It's just that consistency. It's been bad, good. So I feel like that's our sort of standard tonight. It's a pretty high standard, so we've just got to hold ourselves to that standard. So it was a good bounce back from last week, but we need to continue that. It means nothing if we put in another poor performance next week. So I feel like we'll gain a lot of confidence from this game. Recover and get down to Brizzy, and I think it's good. We're spending a lot of time together as a team and connecting and bonding really well. So I'm keen for next week.
Started with JWH tonight. Do you feel that made a difference early?
I think our ball control made the biggest difference, which then therefore flows on to what they were able to do. So, certainly Jared, again, he missed a chunk of the pre-season, which he's getting some match fitness in as he goes as well. So, hopefully he can just keep improving. But the consistency of doing those little things well week in and week out, I think that's our main focus going forward. No
knocks or injury concerns following the game immediately afterward?
Plenty of cramps, I think. But, apart from that, I think it's worth noting as well. So on Tuesday, these boys, our leadership was really on show tonight and for the week, because Tuesday the boss goes down with COVID. Tuesday afternoon we get told that we're going to Townsville a day early because we can't get a ground to train on because of the weather, and not once did we have anyone complain or whinge. They just adapted and, you know, overcome it and adapted and they, you know, put in a performance like that. So I think it was a credit to our leadership and also, you know, the whole playing group and our whole staff. It was, you know, it was a really good performance by everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.